Hello, everyone. How are we all? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. I remembered to change discs over today. Look at me. Be proud. Um, it's it's been a while. Oh yeah, okay. I do remember that I finished off all of the little extra bits along the side. So they are all they're all done now. So I just need to worry about Canva and going on to the next bit, which is I think why I decided not to do it because I was like, this is gonna be a big chunky bit of game. So that's the
Sounds like
feeling I got.
thunder.
Sounds like thunder. Talking about thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
So do
I
you
seem
that
to
does that.
recall that was you, Gav.
There you go.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Oh, there she is.
Is that who I think it is? Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Oh, no.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's
Oh.
Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Get up, you weirdo.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
My lady. Whoa! It's like, the hell you doing, boy? Oh. Oh, Byron, you little sweetheart.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what
Yeah.
it looked like.
Interesting.
Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
That's not good.
Ultima's doing.
Probably.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people? Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants'
Jeez.
district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
God.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long.
Nope. Not at all.
We need to find them.
Not
quickly.
at all.
What do you propose?
Kill him?
We split into two parties.
That too.
I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship? The Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Could be on
Then you
there.
better work fast.
I think, or it
Even
might
if
be
we do
under
reach
there.
the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
Yeah, probably.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Gav's like, don't worry, I'll stop him from killing her.
Shall we then?
Take care of him.
You keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
He's fine. He's got Torgal. He's smashing.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Woof.
They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed.
That was grand. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I should probably do that because there's a good old boost to attack. Better boost to attack. You tried to be heroic. I'll give you that. You did try. Bless you. You certainly tried. Hey, can you move? Because I want to get the guy behind. I want to get him. Right, protect someone now, bitch. Oh, oh, that's hard. That is hard. Oh, you and your frickin' protect. I thought I killed you. Frickin' break. Protect that, you git.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
If I had to take a wild stab in the dark, I'd say dead. Everyone is dead. Everybody seems really dead. Everybody dead. Nobody survived. It's a shame, because this was a pretty place. Beard, where you at? We're at the place where everyone's dead. Doesn't really narrow it down much. Because everyone's dead everywhere.
Oh yeah, the three cities.
Yes. So we just met up with Uncle Byron and Mid. Uncle Byron is off to go and kill Mid. Gav needs. Gav is trying his hardest to make sure that she, in fact, does not kill. He, in fact, does not kill Mid off. And then Joshua and Jill have gone to find one camp because the Akashic have basically just destroyed everything. But there's two camps of survivors. We're going to one, and Jill and Josh are going to the other. But we started to realise that people are Akashic can be controlled. And they're not acting in a way that normal Akashic. So that's a little bit worrying. Being too loud now. Make up your goddamn mind! Where is my little bit of... Where's my little, what's it called? Goldilocks.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Yeah. Alright, is anyone left? Let's see. I think that's the fact that he's been powerful.
leaders gather, there may still be survivors inside.
I saw what happened to them. They're ghosts now. They're very much ghosts now. He's ghosts. She's ghosts. We're all ghosts. Money. Everybody's dead. So dead. Dang. Toggle's not in for a fuss either. Look at that. Toggle's on it. He is primed, ready to go. He is bestest boy. I'm guessing that's where I need to go. Here. Toggle's like, dude, come on. We ain't got time for mucking about. Please help. I'm out of people. How many people? I want them to know. just need butter. Can you imagine if Clive genuinely went through a gate going, I just need butter. Butter is important to me. Yeah. Alright, where are we going? Could you imagine being the ones? Because obviously, like, it's Final Fantasy, so we're gonna defeat whatever is causing this, and we're gonna end whatever it is, and you know, the life will start returning to areas. Could you imagine having to rebuild this city after this? Just walking in and just being like, there's dead bitches everywhere. Like, literally, you cannot go more than 20 paces without encountering another dead person. And at that point, they're going to be dead for a while. The only thing you can hope is that well, it sounds awful, that the animals get to them first, and then there's not really a lot left for you to have to worry about. So let's just phrase it that way. You let me go this way, but why? That was weird. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit tired today. Just... Just make sure I'm not accidentally going the wrong way. It's not gonna direct me actually where I need to go. That's something that I miss in this game. Is just a little bit of an indication where to go. Because sometimes it is dead obvious, and then other times you're a bit like, no. Hey, Baba. So we came in here. Did we come in here? Did we? Sure. Definitely get the feeling going back on myself this way. I think it is a little bit more where I could go underneath. It seems odd that they would give me somewhere to intentionally go underneath something if I wasn't supposed to. And everywhere else is kind of blocked off. My guess is that I probably didn't walk up to a gate close enough, and therefore the little icon saying, hey, by the way, you need to go this way, or have come up. Bubba. Show me where I'm supposed to go. Up there. Forgot that that's something Torgal could do. Yeah, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. We need you. Not quite. Have I come on really unnecessary? What's the point in this? Yeah, I'm going the right way now. Why don't we go that way? There's not somewhere I can go. There's no point in that direction. Up there. So, are you taking me the right way? Ooh, follow the blood trail. There's a lot of dead people. Thanks, Bubba. Love you. Torgal's the best boy. He helps you, he protects you, and he tells you which way to go when you're being lost to sea. That's why we love our boss Torgal. Well, they're not exactly going to make themselves known. They're Hi.
These creatures. These ultimate creatures extend this far.
Why are you
What
surprised?
is going on here?
Where is your master? What does he want?
I don't think they can really respond in perhaps the way that you want them to. Ah, protect yourselves from that bitch.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I
Hey.
would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Hey,
You were in my family's crypt,
yes.
and now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
They're not.
What?
Really? They're
And
dead.
they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back. me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Let's try. This one.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't. Let's try.
Still my beating heart!
Oh, so long.
Enjoying yourself! Stop!
All the way to Awaken. There we go. Power.
Mythos.
That guy is rated. Hell yeah, that's a level up.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Finish him off. I mean, yeah, he's already dead, but finish him off anyway.
Clive!
Hey, Boo. Oh, I was gonna say, where's Jill?
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Ooh. Grim.
Well, you did what you could.
Yeah.
I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
I'd rather not. I've got a dodgy knee.
Get back.
Oh, he's kind of showing you up.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Right, calm down.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
Nah, good, thanks.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness?
Something like that.
Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's silly.
Try it.
Gotta calm down, Clive. Think reasonably. Strategically.
Men.
Oh! Nah!
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Go. Josh, take him.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Go! Oh, look at Togo carrying his blade.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Damn.
Will he be alright?
Not when he wakes up and
The
realizes he
phoenix
doesn't
can
know.
mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he?
Not much.
Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have
You're
lost him
silly.
if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Gav's like,
me.
let me be the comic relief.
Your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
Yeah, a little bit.
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake.
My boy! Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid, your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
Because Gav's gonna kill you himself if you do.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him.
Sure.
Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
But I still need to go find her.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Of course she does.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Okay. You can rest while he's going over. I did think his problem is Clive's got a little bit too cocky, because he's won every single battle that he's faced, even against Ultima and things like that. So it's like
Right.
he
Gav said that Otto might know something.
he definitely needed knocking down a peg or two, in the nicest possible way. He needed knocking down, and you always have the good guys lose at one point. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, Might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One that don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Oh, Kara, don't! Ah, Yote. In your absence, I should watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same with His Grace. We did that by instantly going and getting ourselves almost killed and making him use his powers in order to do stuff. Like, great. We had a good job. I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done and for Lostwing, so in lieu of any awkward restorations, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I could only hope they finally turn you off that Phoebe swill you in your soak of it. Alright, mouth. Oh yeah, there is that. Oh man. Cute. So they said that Medea Calonne
If it's knowledge you seek,
has some new stuff.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
All right.
Go for it.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold.
That's a girl
To
after my own
satisfy
heart.
that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is.
Oh, bless him.
Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find herself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me.
Dear.
I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper.
Oh.
And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
Oh, Kara, don't! Kara, don't!
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
And that is genuinely a terrifying thought. Love you, girl. No, I do genuinely want to buy some wares from you. That was really sweet.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up one.
I will.
It'd better all be here.
After all this time, you still don't trust me.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all? I nearly brought everything. Good job, I bloody love you, woman.
So, will it be? No scratches, right?
Can't make any promises, but I'll certainly try.
Not bad. If I do say so myself. Should last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you.
Thanks.
My best work, but it'll do.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It is.
Yeah, that should do you. That it?
Yeah.
Fine.
I love the fact that I keep going on to that and change, like going, just you do you tell me what you want, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you completely different things, and then the next day I'm like, I haven't really done anything, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a new thing. um. Yeah, because I've done everything for the Phoenix now, haven't I? I've done all of that. And then I've done everything in here for Ifrit. So, yeah, I'm moving on to Titan next. So, let me just... Yeah, I was going to say, because I figured they were probably going to reset some of that. There we go.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes of...
Oh, Josh is on there. It's still those two. Okay, I kind of like him in the Ashen Grey. Okay, let's see what we've got. I do like the Enhancer. Ooh, diamond swords. Ooh, I think that's what I've got at the moment, isn't it? Strong cry. Ooh, the Brightburn. Ooh, the Grindstone's nice though. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one for a bit. Sorry. Okay, let's go find Otto. God, the thing that I love about this, right, is the fact that they have had to code everything that you have got for every combination of weapons and
How are we
outfits.
supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling
Like,
with a cache
that
and the valleys
is...
are full of...
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
The goddess Grigor teaches us that to walk with the wretched is an act of greater good. If we were to accept this truth, then one could not rightly call he who follows his path an apple.
Here you are.
Thank you. Hugo's men are gone, and with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment, and it is you who we have to thank.
You earned this.
Thank you. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself. Turn my back on the world for a handful of silks and heavy purse. And where has that left me? It's hard to keep joy in one's heart with all those men. When all those around you are without, something must change, and that change must start with me.
Here you are.
Sure.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thanks. Sid. Hey, Otto, my dear boy.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right.
They're
But it's a long story.
fine. Don't worry. No panic. Allow me to sum it up in a few brief words.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few
Gav already
bits and
said
pieces
this.
from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Yeah. I got a request. Like Papa, like daughter. I was watching something really interesting, and they were talking about how you can always tell an American,
and Lazarus are gone.
even if they're pretending to be
Do you
British,
think midship will
and they're
ever
like,
say?
it doesn't matter how good their accent is, there is always one word that they will always fall down on, and it's daughter. He says because British people will always say daughter. It was always an AU, like August, autumn, things like that. Whereas with Americans, it's always like daughter. It's always like an R. Like, oh yeah, his daughter has done this. And he was like, I was like, actually, yeah. Do you know what? That's fair. She's my wayward daughter.
This
Yes.
looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Bye. Hello, everybody.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes.
Hmm.
Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
He's fine. It's Mid.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Very dull. I have to think they cast Americans to do. Sorry, girl! With all the videos, good job, honey. Hey, how are you? Oh, do you mean finally uploading them onto YouTube? Yeah, I did the thing again there where the last time I did it was in April, and obviously if you don't upload them, like after a month they disappear. So I was like, yeah. So I've lost everything between April and May. So it just something reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, I really need to upload. So yeah, I uploaded a bunch. But you have just resubscribed, so thank you very much. And that means that you get to traumatize me with a disgusting bean. So thank you very much. So there we go. Let me get my things up. Oh no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Okay. Are you going to tell me what the flavours are? I don't think you're the right one, do you? For goodness sake, it's the Amazon one. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Right, so... Oh, God. What's this? What's this? God, this is going to be a gross one, isn't it? What could it be? Cherry or earthworm? Cherry! Cherry! Oh, it's a really nice cherry, you know. My goodness! Whew. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for resubscribing. I very much appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. So we're currently into the I think we're in like the final quarter of the game, third. We just had our ass handed to us by the king of Waloed, who is like the main baddie now. So I think Clive needed knocking down a peg or two. I think he was getting a bit cocky, so he is no longer cocky. He decided to peacock against the wrong person, and yeah, he lost his feathers. So Sid, our beloved Sid, is helping us out again. So Mid, I know you like your riddle, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I record your opus daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising.
Oh no, I know what this is going to be. This is going to be freaking heartbreaking.
Sid something in Mid's first opus.
This is going to be heartbreaking because it's going to be something along the lines of
Perhaps Otto might know.
Sid's best invention is his daughter, and that's just going to break my heart a little bit.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then...
Yeah. It's going to make me very sad if that is the way that they're going for it. If I cry, I swear to God, I know. I might, don't you dare.
Well,
I've nearly cried at this game too many times, especially when Otto
Possibly.
cried.
You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee.
Yeah, rude.
Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Damn,
Those two
be
and their
nice
bloody
about
treasure hunts.
that.
Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Right, was I supposed to listen?
How are we supposed to do our
I
duty
wasn't.
when the hills are crawling with a cache
I
and
wasn't.
the valleys are
I wasn't listening at all. Oh, there it is.
I didn't break it.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't break it.
You did. Both of you broke it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong
I love the
with
part is like,
It's broken.
what did you do?
Except when it isn't.
It's broken except when it isn't.
See?
And you had nothing to do with this.
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once.
Well-
So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
Because that's 100% a kid would do. Something a kid would do. That's what I would do.
See?
Maybe he doesn't like.
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Get going. Bloody kids. You young whippersnappers.
Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
Did you break it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes.
one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
What is it?
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
I'm trying to listen to the music because it kind of sounds familiar.
Just the two I was looking for.
It kind of sounded like a little bit of like Seven's music for a split second, and I was like, oh.
Just left.
Dion left.
Oh.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left.
I love her.
He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're
go.
not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
He is probably going to
I'd
cause
rather
some
he
high
did
pitch.
so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Yeah, I'd sleep as much as I
want to
could.
get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
Don't mess with her. Do not mess with her, because she will end your
But if that
existence and
fails,
make it look like
try
an
to stay alive, eh?
I like that. She's awesome. She literally she's an ex.
Don't waste here. The further the flagship sails.
It's
I have to get back.
fascinating because she is you can tell because she's branded. So she used to be a slave, and since getting the mark removed, she's very obviously come into her own, and it's lovely to see. Because she's just like, oh hell no, I'm about to end your entire existence and your entire lineage. Hi, August.
All right, Clive.
How do?
Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that.
No, it
Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him.
Worried about
And
him.
you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe
I can sort it out for him again. I'll speak to
him again. Well,
this guy.
I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Got to stop.
Cheers, Clive.
Showing Blackthorn
I'll
things.
be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
Because every time
I'll meet you by the
he
falls then.
shows
You come along when you're
Blackthorn
ready.
something. I got a new quest. Every time this man shows Blackthorn something, I end up on a side quest halfway across the frickin' realm, trying to find whatever has gotten him upset. Because he has a freaking crisis of conscience every time he does it. Stop showing him things. For the love of God. Hey, Boo. How's it going? Come on. Don't make me fight for it. Just tell me.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
I thought he was proposing.
Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
it was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
His wife,
There are
maybe.
things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
Oh, 100% there'll be fan
Sometimes
fiction
it
of the two of
doesn't.
them.
Is that so hard to understand?
No doubt there's
Don't be like
probably there's probably fan fiction of Clive and Blackthorn.
It'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
So isn't that
You've
the
never
name of the
mentioned him
bad guy
before.
in Superman?
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows.
Oh dear.
The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
This is
So
a work
it was a
of
nice
art.
ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
You need to make
So what?
swords.
You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause.
Then
So I
what
put
is
my
the
heart and soul into my work.
problem?
Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right.
Not gonna
It's
lie,
not like you'll
Clive.
be going alone.
That was kind of hot.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right?
Listen, I
Just
like
north
a
of the
guy
fields
who's
of
normally
Carava.
quite nice.
Got that, Clive?
That
Meet
is
us at
getting
Dravozd
fed
as
up
soon
of
as you can,
somebody
yeah?
else's nonsense.
And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
I guess a little bit of a
luck with
growly
that.
voice and puts
I'll
them
see
where
you
they need to go. Like, whew. There's a hot in here. It's getting hot in
If
here.
it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
It was like, oh, okay, Jill. Jill is a very lucky lady. Oh no, I did get it right. Right,
Cole
and
said
then-
it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Death. I mean, they'll be fine. Very lucky. Luckily enough for her, I am not keen on going with guys who are
Glory to
already in
Grieg.
relationships.
There you are. And not a moment too soon.
Oh, hello,
What's
you.
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica
please
before
order
too
her.
long.
Please. Please.
I know better than to order Talia to do anything.
God damn it!
But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than
Order that woman. I gotta do. Shit. I mean, the other alternative is he could pin her down to the bed and make her rest. I'd also be happy with that. Hey, girl. Oh, oh gosh. Maybe I should not be making sexy jokes while this guy is literally turned into stone.
Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but You do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
I still like facial hair, I know.
Tyr. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Oh.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer.
I was gonna say, you're
you do
digging this
well
up
to
in here,
remember
aren't
that,
you?
Rodrigue.
I will.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with him?
We have
like he is
all the
90%
ingredients we need for Alicia
stone.
Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Go on, then.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
I almost got through that with a straight face.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Oh, no. Almost. I almost got through that without laughing. Yay. Right. Where am I going? Why is that stuck in my head? I've had please help, I'm out of butter stuck in my head for ages, and then now all of a sudden I've got that. Please help. No, no, it's happened again. Good. Somebody else needs to have it stuck in their head. Butter is important to me. They do. Somebody else needs to suffer in my pain. How about no? It's literally, it's been stuck in my head for over a week. I can't get rid of it. I know a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that will get on your nerves, and it goes like this. I know a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that will get on your nerves, and it goes like this.
Get him!
I know a song that will get on your nerves. Did you have some spiders? I need a killer.
Spiders would be the size of curls.
Go for it! This one.
I'm making it rain, speedily spiders. Make it rain, speedily spiders. There's no more spiders left. I killed them. Killing spiders. Yes, we do. Ew. No wonder it kills them.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigue will have prepared you.
If somebody was like, you need to drink a spider's eye, just I'm dead. I'm finishing. That's it. I'm out. I'm gonna finish off my life there.
Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Yeah.
Is this what you needed?
We're about to dignitast somebody. There you go. Did he specify what part of the spider we needed? Because I really wasn't listening.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's good.
Thank
thing.
you.
So I didn't know whether we were just like
I'm loath
making stuff up
to
as we
give
were going.
patient Alicia, but Talia's right.
Yeah, tell me what you can do for
Sometimes
that guy. He's
it's
literally
all
turning
we
to
can
stone.
do.
Like there is nothing you
A
can do for
single
that guy.
dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless.
Tell me what you can do for a guy who's
I wish there was
90%
another way.
stone. Tell me. Tell me.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
Well, that was heartbreaking. Where's it gone?
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive?
I'm sorry,
Oh.
I do.
See that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true Physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
100%.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last.
Grim.
A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change.
That's why we're doing this.
And we need to be the ones to change it.
100%. That's why we're doing
We
this.
will. I promise.
I hope so.
Literally why we're doing this, girl. Literally. This is why we're doing this. Literally. Right, and then the other one is here. Okay, so we need to go all the way back. This way? Yeah. So we need to go this way and then to the right. To the right, to the right. Quest locations off to the right.
The free cities under siege?
Where's my baby girl? Where is my baby girl? There is my baby girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
just my baby girl. She's just my baby girl. What noise was that? Jesus. Hello.
Kicked down already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble.
And what if I stabbed you in the
suggest
face?
you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Nice to know that your entire
That's what I
town
see,
is as
eh?
charming as you are.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right.
Thought he got no
Just-
time.
Don't go starting anything with the chief.
I'm gonna make all the things.
I promise I won't throw the first punch.
Mm.
That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
Thank you, kind of good sir.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town.
Hmm.
When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Forge on the hill.
Hold on.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Great. That's a great start. Love that.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Mama,
That's a fair question.
hasn't Papa come back yet?
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is.
Wow.
Gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
I'd like to
Blackthorn's
see
here.
What did you say?
You heard me.
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, Ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
Wow.
All right. I'm going.
Well, that went well.
Chief, you've got to do something.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
Yeah.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
That's fair.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
And they can't find any other ways.
It depends on how you look at
creating
it, though.
fires.
There's got to be other ways of making fire.
Yeah.
We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it.
Yeah.
This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded.
Yeah.
It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin.
Okay.
I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
So literally just straight outside.
Faster!
Where's my bestest puppy dog? How did I never know that when she jumps, and when she jumps, the legs go? Oh, the wings go.
Thanks, girl. Let's make this quick, shall we?
Let's say we do that again.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Really? I was hoping that you could, like...
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I love the little, like, the vigorous flapping that she does. I'm very sure got a little sassy walk.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Some... Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
All good. All good, my bro. All good.
There should be plenty. Right then. Time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Cool.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier.
Oh, now you're nice. Change your tune?
Take back everything I said.
Well, at least you're man enough to say
That
that.
thing you built us is an honest to God's marvel. You saved our village.
Yes, I did.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravosht needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time.
Yeah.
Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
Oh, yeah.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Yes.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pico Cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the Cursebreakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Please tell me this is the last. Oh. Ouroboros. See if I can make any of it, and then I'll go to...
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be?
Ah, yeah. he cares about you more than you know, my dear. I think this is this last one? Oh no, there's... I'll go do that, and I'll go back and speak to the infirmary.
Cid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
I do.
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower.
Aww.
I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
Well,
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards.
Marry?
With Morbles. I know. But hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
Well then.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice.
Of course not.
As luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Yes.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
I got it. I'll just go and nip to the infirmary. Before I do that. Please, sir, can I have some Morble? Morble!
Cid! Heard you were in Canva fetching young Med.
I was. And then stuff happened.
Miss
No,
Shirley,
no.
how can we learn to be clever like Miss Midadol?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then...
everyone can do it again.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
Exactly. Nice, thank you very much. So, how does that work then? Ah, it's just a thing. Okay, that's fine. Right. Oh yeah, that thing for that. The final piece. Oh no, that's that one, isn't it? Alright, okay. I'm gonna save that there. I'm gonna finish that for today. So thank you very much for lurking, chatting, whatever it is that you have been doing today. I love and appreciate all of your faces. I won't be back tomorrow because I don't have stream on Fridays, but I will try and jump back at some point over the weekend. So until then, stay safe, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye.